Hi Flosstube, I'm Sally. I'm StitchySally here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Today is Thursday, the 12th of February 2026, and I think this is Flosstube number 116. Haven't made any notes today, but I think it is 116. So a very warm welcome, whether you are a new or a returning viewer. It is lovely to have you here. If you are new and you do like what you see, I would very much appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button and also like any of my videos that you may watch. I hope this is okay. It's rather dull. We have had nothing but rain for days. It's getting a bit depressing. But I think it is supposed to, from today, become cooler and we might see some frosts and maybe a bit of sun. I don't know. But the stitching is what you're here for, not the weather forecast, so we will get started. I do hope the lighting is okay. I don't like to put the main light on if I can help it because it reflects off the frames behind me. So anyway, we'll see how we go. So first off, I'm going to show you my book of days for February. Not my book of days, my planner, sorry. I always call it a book of days and it isn't. So as you can see, I have, as usual, stitched every day. I have had to do some crossing out because you may remember I am stitching Ebenezer's Christmas and I keep calling it Ebenezer's Blessings. Yeah, it's not that, it's Ebenezer's Christmas. So that's up to now for February. Still in winter mode because obviously February is still winter. So, and I am not ready to give up on winter yet. I know a lot of you are, but I am not. We have not seen enough cold and snow. So I don't have a massive amount to show you today, to be fair. So I'll get on with it and just show you what I've been up to. I did have a finish, but I can't show that until it's been received because it was for a gift. So hopefully by the next time I film, I should be able to show you it. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is Jeannette Douglas Designs, and it's Home is Where Your Heart Is. And it is a series of 6 in the Home Together series. This was my birthday start, so it is hashtag JDD Home Birthday Sal. And you can still join me if you wish. Any Jeannette Douglas design or any home design from another designer, and that's the hashtag that I chose for that. So Sarah, who is Penelope's Pocket on Flosstube and Ascanius on Instagram, and Shelley, who is It's Only Stitching on YouTube and KeyX Stitch on Instagram, have joined me. They're both stitching a Jeannette Douglas Designs chart. So I'm stitching, what I'm going to do is hopefully make it up into a cube. I don't actually know whether there's any finishing instructions for it, I can't remember, but there is a thing to download on how to set out your designs on your fabric to do that with. And I'm using the conversion on Jeannette's website for the DMC threads, and I'm stitching my piece on 36 count light mocha by Zweigart. I'm just going to fold that over so that you can see it better. So that's my first block. So that is nearly finished. I've just got the wording to do, or should I say the wording to finish, and I've back stitched the next block ready. So the next block, which I hope to start this Saturday. I stitched this on a Saturday night with my dear friend Lainey, who is Lainey Main on Instagram. So this is on the layout. This is number 3, which goes under number 1. So that is, what's it called? With You I'm Home. So that'll be the next one. I am going to change mine round a little bit and put my least favourite at the bottom. So that's the first whip to show you. As I say, if you want to join in, please feel free. I've got 6 to stitch, I'll be at it a while. So yeah, if you would like to join in. So I have that in my Penelope's Pocket project bag. That was my first ever Penelope's Pocket project bag. Sorry, just bear with me a moment while I put these back. And then the next whip was a new start the last time I filmed. That's my thread. And it is Erin Elizabeth Designs Believe. And Sheila, who is Little Sheila W on Instagram, she was stitching this with me. I think she was using it as a thread a day piece. And she's finished hers and it looks absolutely fantastic. I really love this. It's such a pretty piece. So I'm stitching mine on the called for 18 count Haunted Ada by Picture This Plus, and I'm using the Dinky Dye silk that came with it, which is number 61 Pearl. So that's what I'm using. And I'm making quite good progress on this. I did make myself a working copy so that I could mark off as I went along, and I have put my design to one side of the fabric so that I can cut off the excess and use that for something else. So there we go. Really like this. It's so nice to stitch as well. I'm not so sure about the fabric, but I think I tend to struggle on slightly darker fabrics. I mean, it's not massively dark, but even on Ada, and my needle minder was from Charlie Feathers. Yes, so really enjoying this. Very nice piece to stitch. And winter and Christmas are my favourite things to stitch. If I could, I'd have them up all year round, but I have too much stuff to leave them up. Too many pieces. So I have to go seasonal now. And that's in another Penelope's Pockets. This one was a gift from my eldest daughter, Jess. And then we have another Christmas piece. So this is the Primitive Hare Scrooge, and I'm stitching this one, Scrooge and Marley. I started this for Beth Steadfast Stitchers hashtag Book Lovers Birthday Sal. And you may remember last time I said that this had caused me some problems. So I don't have the called for hand dyed, so I just pulled out a licorice red and then converted, I think the other one, I think there was one more to DMC. And I'm not using the Krynic. I've pulled out some Rainbow Gallery Petite Braid to use instead, because I do not like Krynic at all. And this is on 30 count Old Salem linen by the Primitive Hare. So as you can see, I have got the Scrooge silhouette almost fully stitched, and that's what I had to unpick last time. So it's going very, very well. So I've just got him to finish, I've got an outline to do, I've got the metallic to fill in, and some snowflakes to do. So I think probably by the time I come back, because I'm not going to be back within a fortnight this time, I should have that finished. I've got a bit backstitch to do as well, actually, as well. And that's in one of my Pauline Stubby bags. Right. Next one is the hashtag Oct2Oct Sal. Where's... I'm not pulling all my threads out because I've got some hand-dyeds in there that are not on my floss ring. So the Oct2Oct Sal is Shakespeare's Peddler Hope. The Sal is hosted by Brenda, Handwork Maniac, and I can never remember the other lady's name, I do apologise. And it's been split into 12 sections, so I am on the 5th section. Yes, 5th section. I have actually gone into the next section as well because I didn't double check how much I should stitch, but so I'm stitching this on a piece of 36 count West Green Loft yarns. It's fabric of the month and it's the August one, which is called Willoughby. These are the DMC that I'm using, and then I've just picked out some of the reds, actually, the reds and the pinks, and I also have the brown for this middle section. I wasn't sure whether to stitch it or not, actually, but I think I am going to do that, do the background bit. So that's where I'm up to at the moment, because as you can see, they do show up, but they're not absolutely brilliant, so I am going to do that, the background on that. So as I say, I have gone into section 6 when I've put this herp in, and I think I think there's a few letters down here that I have to do yet, and then fill the background in for that section as well. But it's a lovely piece, really, really pretty. It does take a little bit of stitching though, because there's just odd stitches and things. So I need to get the rest of that done before the end of February, before we get into March and we're on the next section. So my final whip is and I have made a working copy of this because lovely Lauren of Flossabilities kindly let me borrow the chart for this, so I've made a working copy so I don't have to keep getting the chart out of the package, so I just leave this in my drawer. So it's Erica Michael's Ebenezer's Christmas, not Ebenezer's Blessing, because I did stitch that quite a few years ago. So this is the silk gauze one, which I'm not doing the silk gauze, and this is the one done on linen. So the linen one is actually, they do actually use Classic Colourworks silks, but I am not using those. I'm using I think I've got DMC and one hand dyed, I think. I will show you in a moment. Yeah, one hand dyed, which is Cherry Cobbler, and then I'm just using DMC 3011 black. Oh, there's a shaker white for some of the speciality stitches, which it does say you don't have to do them on that one, but I'm doing them anyway. and then DMC 958, which is for the skin. And this is on a 36 count West Green Loft Yarns Fabric of the Month, and it's the January 2025 one. This one was actually named. Oops. Sorry, I haven't ironed anything because I don't iron until I'm ready to finish. But that is where I am. So it's very, very close now. I've just got the final bit of the words to do and that bottom border there. And I am going to do, there is a row of speciality stitches underneath there, which I am going to do. And then it'll be done. So thank you so much, Lauren. The chart will be on its way back to you as soon as I've got it finished. So I love this. Normally I get quite bored stitching on the same thing, but I've been stitching on this quite a lot just so that I can get it done and get the chart back, because I'd rather do that than be hanging onto a chart for ages that somebody has loaned me. So yeah, love that, absolutely love it. So that's all my stitching. Not a lot there, is there? I have had a finish, but I can't show it. Which, yeah, I've already said that, haven't I? My problem is, because I've had a couple of goes, and my problem is that I forget whether I've said it or I haven't. So I do apologise. Right, I'll leave that out. So once Ebenezer's Christmas is finished, I'm going to have some new starts over the rest of the month. So I have already mentioned this one several times. It was going to be my 1st of January start, and then it hasn't happened because there were other things that I wanted to do, other things that I needed to get done. So Chatelaine Autumn Dusk, I've made myself a working copy of the chart of this as well. Read through the instructions and everything, looked at the diagrams and thought, what the hell are you doing? I mean, I've done chatelaines before. I have done several chatelaines before, and I've done the other 3 of the seasons, and this was just one that for some reason I didn't do. And I had the chart and I sold it, which was a bit silly, but anyway. So I'm not sure what I'm going to stitch it on just yet. I know that I think at least 2 of my others are done on banding, but I don't have any banding and I don't really want to buy any. So I've either got 28 count Brittany in antique white, I've got quite a big piece of that somebody gave me, or I've got this, which was some that, oh, that doesn't show up actually, that Dawn gave me. It's a little bit darker than that, and I'm just wondering whether that might be better. But I need to have a measure. Yeah, it doesn't, it's not like that. That's blowing out quite a bit for some reason, but anyway, I may well do a floss toss, or you can let me know what you think. So these are the threads. I am using DMC. I haven't bought any of the silks for this one because I think it worked out quite a lot of money that I just wasn't prepared to pay. I have got the bead pack and the Rainbow Gallery threads. I did get my beads. I got the pack of beads out to have a look the other day and realised that several of the bead packs were open. So some of the beads had escaped. And they're in tubs, and I don't know how the hell they've come open because I haven't even had them out. I think I had them out once when it arrived and that was it. So yeah, hopefully not too many escaped. And then I want to get back to sheep stitching on a Friday with my lovely friend Barb. I'm still stitching on a Friday with her, even though I don't think she's stitching. So yeah, and like I said earlier, I'm not ready to give up on winter yet. I don't like summer, I don't like the hot weather, I don't like it if it gets above 20 degrees, and it frequently does these days. Well, not right now, obviously, because we're in winter. So this was a gift from my lovely friend Dawn, Frosty X Stitch, a while ago. She sent me 2 PDFs. So this is the Snowflower Diaries, do excuse my printout, and it's Winter Friends. So as you can see, sheep and still winter. I mean, anybody who knows me, you will know that I don't care about seasonal stitching. I will just stitch whatever I want when I want. I don't do summer in summer or anything like that. I'll just do it whenever. And if I want to keep stitching winter all the way through the year, I do. So I haven't sorted threads and fabric for that one yet. And then I think I mentioned last time that I have a couple of project bags that I have put projects in that I would like to try and stitch this year. If I don't get through them, I'm not bothered. If I decide that I want to pick out from the rest of my stash, then I will do. I'm not holding myself accountable for any of it, as long as I get through some of my chart stash without buying anything else until November. So again, because I can't let winter go, I don't want to let winter go, and we're not at the end of it anyway yet, I'm going to start Heart in Hand Frosty Tiny Town. So I have this one and I have the seaside one. I thought I'd start that one. I've not sorted my threads yet, but I am going to use a piece of 32 count vintage Winter Sky from Lakeside Linens, and this, yeah, it doesn't look like that. It's darker than that. Yeah, that was a gift from Audrey, the Fancy Froggy, so I'm going to use that. And I've got that in my birthday gift from Chris. And the sheep one is in that, which was a gift from Jo, who is Boo's mummy. That was from my husband at Christmas. So I've popped that on there. So that's everything. That is all my stitching. I have no haul. Next I should have my fabric of the month from West Green Loft Yarns. So yeah, I've made it this far without buying anything at all, actually. No threads, I haven't needed any threads just yet. Probably will do before much longer, but yeah, so I was having a giveaway in my last Flosstube, but there were no takers for it. Some Sandman Originals pieces that I'd completed and I no longer display, so I may well give them a try on Instagram, see if anybody wants them on there, and if not, they'll probably end up going to the charity shop. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to give the rest away that I've got on here. I'll probably just put them up on Instagram and see if anybody wants them on there. So yeah, that is me, all done. 24 minutes, that's not bad going. So I won't be here probably for a month, because we're going to be decorating Jessie's bedroom in 2 weeks. She's managed to take the week off for that week, so we're going to do it then, and hopefully see if we can get a carpet put down that week as well. But because we don't know how long we're going to take with the decorating, we'll be just going to have to go and buy the carpet and then see how much notice they need to put it down to come and get it put down. So yeah, that's going to be a whole bunch of fun that I am really not looking forward to. But anyway, she's getting there, getting her bedroom cleared. She's got a lot of stuff. So I will see you in 4 weeks' time. thank you to those of you who keep coming back every time and watching. And thank you for all your lovely comments as well. Yeah, so as I say, hopefully I will see you in a month. No, yes, a month it'll be. This way, I wasn't going to film. I'm waffling. I wasn't going to film this time. I wasn't feeling it. And Jess kind of said to me, no, do it, Mum. Because if you don't do it this week, you're not going to do it the next time. You might not ever come back to it. So, and I suppose she's right, really. After that amount of time, I maybe wouldn't have done. But anyway. So, yeah, I'll see you in 4 weeks' time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody, and enjoy every single stitch. Bye.